Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. My name is Nur Ali Afika Pintina Amri, and today I'll be sharing about how I would invest 1 million US dollars by building a global portfolio across 3 different countries, which is Switzerland, China and Egypt. The idea behind this portfolio is simple. I want stability, growth, and also high returns. And each of these countries plays a unique role in delivering that. So let's dive into how these three markets combine to create a well-balanced and resilient international investment plan. I will first start with Switzerland, where I allocate 40% of my capital into government bonds. Now, Switzerland is not just safe, it is extremely safe. It has a AAA credit rating, one of the world's most stable currencies, and a financial ecosystem that's globally respected. Why does this matter? Because this portion of my portfolio acts like a shield, which is protecting my capital no matter what happens in the global markets. But Switzerland does come with one key risk, which is the Swiss franc that is so strong that when it appreciates, my return could shrink once converted to the US dollars. To manage that, I will use currency hedge ETFs or USD denominated instruments. This ensures the safety that I want without letting exchange rates eat into my returns. Next, we move to China, where I invest 35% of my capital entirely in equities. China is exciting because it is driven by innovation, from electric vehicles, AI, green energy to advanced manufacturing. China is a powerhouse shaping the future of global industry. So this part of my portfolio is the engine of my growth. Higher risk, yes, but also higher potential returns. However, China's biggest challenge is in its regulatory unpredictability. Overnight policy changes have affected tech companies, education firms, and even property markets. To stay on the safe side, I focus on sectors that are aligned with China's long-term national goals. For example, renewable energy and semiconductors, industry that China aggressively supports rather than restricts. And finally, let's talk about Egypt, the 25% allocation which I channeled into real estate funds. Egypt is one of the most exciting frontier markets right now. Real estate is booming, especially in areas like New Cairo, the new administrative capital, and tourism zones along the Red Sea. These investments aims for high yield and long-term appreciations. Egypt is where the portfolio gets its income. But the challenge? Currency devaluations. Egypt has seen several major devaluations due to economic pressures. To counter that, I will focus on USD priced real estates and reputable developers. This way, even if the local currency drops, my investment still holds its value. Each country contributes differently to the portfolio's growth. Switzerland provides 1 to 3% of expected returns, showing stable and safe, while China shows 8 to 12% of expected returns, showing strong innovation-driven growth, and lastly Egypt, showing 10 to 15% of growth, showing high yields and also rapid urban development. When combined, they create a portfolio that is balanced, strategic, and also resilient, blending safety, growth, and income. Of course, no investment is risk-free. The portfolio must navigate a mature, slower-growing market in Switzerland, while geopolitical tensions and regulatory surprises in China, and look out for construction delays and demand cycles in Egypt. These challenges remind us why monitoring and risk management are essentials. In summary, allocating 1 million US dollars across Switzerland, China, and Egypt gives me a strategically diversified global portfolio. Switzerland protects my capital, meanwhile China accelerates growth, and Egypt boosts returns with high-yield real estates. Together, they create a strong, future-ready investment structure. Thank you so much for listening. I truly appreciate your time, and I hope this breakdown gives you a clearer picture of how a global $1 million portfolio can be built strategically.